So I came in yesterday for 2-hour classic set at 4:45 this morning. I woke up and about 15 lashes already had fallen off. I'm a back sleeper and I do not roll around when I sleep, so I know it wasn't me. The other reviews said that their lash glue sucks and I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, but they are right.
I booked the appointment based on your Yelp reviews.
If you're thinking they're too thick, if you're thinking they're too light, we can easily change things up. So don't be afraid of getting a negative review. We're here to help you through it.
You're listening to Not Just Lashes. Here are your hosts, Shanique and Dixie.
Hello. Welcome to Not Just Lashes. I'm Shanique.
And I'm Dixie.
Ooh, today we're going to talk about Yelp reviews Yes, or Google or any kind of reviews.
Yeah, just reviews, how to handle it. They happen. They're going to happen whether they're true or not. Like I found some examples where people are fighting, like the owner and like the person writing the reviews, and we've had experience with all types of reviews, fake reviews of like
lot of fake
competitors just trying to take down our business.
Yes.
Then we've had like just miscommunications with clients, and that can all be handled, and then they can take down the review. So there's a lot of different scenarios and how to handle them for your business, because there are a lot of people that go online, and if they're new to the city or they're trying to find a new artist, they're going to look at reviews, and a lot of the time they'll believe them, or that's what they see first and that's what they're going to think. But I always try to remind Shanique, like, people will read the review and you'll know, like, especially if there's a bunch of other good reviews.
Yeah.
Like, people are smart enough to know when it's like a fake review, even if it's a good fake review. Like, you can tell, like, okay, somebody just wrote this for their friend. But
well, yes, when one client, I remember maybe like 2 years ago or something, she's like, I booked the appointment based on your Yelp reviews. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I knew we had like one that was, it wasn't right. And it just, nothing was true. It was fake. But for me as a business owner, it's like, I'm here to protect everyone. And if something is not dealt with and they do expose it, I want to be kind and I want to address the situation, you know? But anyways, so this client was like, and I don't believe the bad review. And I was like, oh my God, she read even the bad one. And she's like, I don't believe that person was crazy. Like, I don't believe that. And I was like, okay, good. You know, it just kind of like reassured me that people are smart. They're not dumb. And you will know what's real and what's not. And so I everybody has to deal with it. And I know a lot of businesses do not even take the chance to put their business up on Yelp because they're afraid of getting trashed.
yeah, but you lose a lot of,
Potential.
yeah, because people, that's the way that they find you. If anything, like they go to Google, Yelp, all those different things. And so don't be afraid of getting a negative review. We're here to help you through it because we've gotten them before and we're still in business and thriving. It's not the end of the world, but how you handle it, how you respond, that will make or break it.
Yeah. Well, so what happened to one of my girls is she had a new client and it was someone who referred a friend of a friend situation. And she heard that the stylist was amazing, blah, 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 her personality. And then, she went to someone else and she didn't feel the same way too. And she didn't understand the process of getting eyelashes done, how long it takes, how everyone is different. And my girl tried her best, best to make her feel comfortable, the best to, give her what she wanted. So basically, she did a hybrid full set, and she looked in the mirror and she was like, "Oh my God, this is like way too much." And Which happens. It's happened. You were there with me when I did a 4-hour makeover on somebody.
Yeah.
And she basically the stylist just pulled them all out and was like, "Okay, well, this is it. This is all I could do for you." And the woman got upset, and she, instead of calling me, which I always, put it out there like, "Hey, let me know if you need anything, if you have an issue, just talk to me." And I think a lot of stylists need to do that.
Yeah, get in front of it.
Get in front of them and get ahead of the situation and say, "Hey, if you don't like this set, please text me. Let me know if they last. Please, be open." Because that will help you avoid situations like that, avoid confrontations on the internet. And a lot of people we take things personal and then we react.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's a big no-no. I mean, there's so many times that I want to like, "Oh my God, no, she didn't understand this. Takes 2 hours. Oh my God, I need to explain myself." But
yeah, I mean, it's all communication.
It's all communication.
What I've learned to do, if it's a new person, I always reach out. Like I put a note in my calendar or an alarm, like 4 days after, like just recheck on them. Hey, like still enjoying the lashes? Do you have any questions? Do you have any concerns? Especially if they've never had lash extensions before, because they don't know the protocol. And I always try to explain during the appointment, lashes are very customizable. We can do, if you're thinking they're too thick, if you're thinking they're too light, we can easily change things up. We can change the curl, the diameter, the amount, the length.
Yeah.
Like everything is so customizable. We will find you the right fit, but you have to be willing to work with me and know that a lot of the time I always tell them too, I'm like, we're going to go more on the light side.
Yes, first.
Because it's easier to build it up than to take away. So even if the person's like, "No, I love the dramatic. I love it." Like, I'm scared. Like, everybody's dramatic or thick is different. Yeah. Like, I have people that are, I remember they'll tell me, "Oh, they look so natural. I love them." I'm like, "Girl, you have volume. That does not look natural."
Yes.
But they think it looks natural to them. So you just have to communicate with your client. And then the biggest thing I think too is don't get defensive.
No, don't get defensive at all, because it will backfire. And then you'll be the rude stylist. You'll be the one that she will spread to the town that you're not professional. And that will hurt your business even worse than a review.
Yeah. It's the old saying, the customer's always right.
Yes.
Not that they're logically right.
No.
Because sometimes but they're right in their mind because they don't know your industry. They don't know what you're doing on the back. They don't know how lashes work. They're not supposed to. That's not their job.
Yeah.
So your job is to explain to them and make them feel comfortable and get them to ask the questions and get them to just get on the same page as you.
Exactly. And I would ask again, there's nothing like a photo. Do you like this picture? A, B, and C. What do you like about it? What would you take away from it? Those questions. Or halfway through the set or close to the end, I would show them the mirror and be like, is this looking good to you?
Yeah.
Because that will help. That will help a lot. And then they could, you have time to adjust the lashes, add more, take some out. It's not just doing the work. You got to do the pre-work before and how you talk to them, because that will just make you or break you.
And get comfortable saying it, like kind of almost write yourself a script and just, not that you're going to pull out this paper and read it to your client, but the more comfortable you are about explaining it and talking about it, the more you'll come across to like, oh, she knows what, they trust you.
Yes.
And that's what it takes.
Yeah. Because if you don't communicate, they'll be like, what does she know? She doesn't know anything. And it's, you know that you have the education, you know what you're doing, but you got to ask all those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we pull up some reviews?
Yeah. So I went on Yelp and I just, in no specific areas or nobody like,
Let's do this.
I took some, some of these are just reviews. Some of them are reviews plus what the owner responded. And so we're just going to kind of go through like, hey, that was good. Like, yeah, that's what I would say. Or if we have any other feedback, like just to help one another.
Yeah.
And hopefully if you are ever come across this situation, hopefully this helps you. And you're like, okay, I know exactly what to do if this happens.
Yes.
So here is one review. This is kind of similar to what review or what happened with your client. Yeah.
Okay.
So she left 3 stars out of 5.
Oh, nice.
So I came in yesterday for 2-hour classic set at 4:45 this morning. I woke up and about 15 lashes already had fallen off. I'm a back sleeper and I do not roll around when I sleep, so I know it wasn't me. The other reviews said that their lash glue sucks and I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, but they are right. I literally went straight home from my appointment, ate dinner, and went to bed. The next thing I know, a ton of lashes already had fallen out. I'm so bummed considering how much it costs. I want to get my lashes done for New Year's Eve, but next week. But I'm afraid at this rate, all the lashes will be gone by then, and it'll look all weird and straggly.
Okay.
The person responded,
Okay.
oh no, please give us a call when you can. We'd like to make this right. And then they responded back. It was my... No, they didn't respond back. Sorry.
Oh, wait.
The picture just looked like, but it was in the next review. Anyway, so
the owner didn't respond.
The owner did respond. I was saying that I thought the client or customer responded back from the owner.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
So just to break it down, they left their review, and then the owner said, "Oh, please call us so we can fix this."
Okay.
Which what would?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I'm so sorry this happened to you. But on both ends, on both ends, because, it's amazing that the client she read the reviews and she knew the glue wasn't working for this person, but she still went.
Yeah.
I would have asked, hey, I've seen your reviews as a customer. I would say, I've seen your reviews and I'm a little concerned about the glue. What kind of glue do you use? How long does it last? I've been, just be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. And as the owner, with the response that she did give, I mean, that's good. I try to tell my clients or new clients who've eyelashed for the first time, I always say after lashing, and I know you do too, hey, here's my number. Let me know how it goes. If any eyelashes, fall with the next couple of days, please text me. Please call me. Let me know so I could take care of you.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you know that you have a retention issue. Like I remember there was a point where the glue or something was not where I could not get them to last, and it was driving me nuts. And so I knew this going in. Was I going to tell my client straight up hey, these might not last? But no, what I did was please let me know and I'll get you in as soon as possible and we'll fix it up. Because in the back of my head, I'm trying to figure out what the issue is, but I'm not going to stop my business and only focus on that, especially because it's trial and error.
Yeah.
And you're trying to figure out why they're not sticking. But yeah, just being open to
be honest, right after after the set they paid, and just say that, just tell them that, and that way you could handle it one-on-one rather than her go on the internet and totally destroy you. So that's what I tried to do, and I think that owner did. I mean, she just problem solved. Call me. Call me.
Yeah. And I mean, if it is, I didn't scroll through all of the reviews on their specific page. But maybe as an owner too, like I would like to see as a customer if I saw like, okay, another review about how they're not lasting. Maybe as an owner, I'd be like, yeah, like we had that problem and I thought we had it fixed. All right, we went back, we tried a new glue, or, acknowledge that you heard them and their concerns. And if you let them know like you're working on it and everything, or hey, like we haven't had this issue in a while. So the fact that you now are losing lashes right away, let's just see what's going on.
Yeah.
And also like not putting blame on someone else, but like maybe they did fix this problem and they were getting their lashes to stick. And then who knows, like this person, what if they were like steam shower or what have you?
That's why there's communication. So you can walk the stages with them. Okay, when you got home, like, did you wash your face? Did you jump in, a pool? Did you cry? Crying's a big one. Did you, this and that? Did you put mascara on top of them? It's communication. You have to have communication. If you don't, people will react.
But I think they handled it.
Yeah, she handled it good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the next one?
Oh, this one. Is this the feisty one?
Is it my review? We could talk about mine too.
Oh yeah, should I go on Glam Spa?
Go on Glam Spa.
Read some reviews.
The owner. Just kidding.
Okay, so this person left one
star.
1 star.
Dude.
Terrible eyelash extensions. I was told I had to do the hybrid option, which is clumps of eyelashes instead of the natural option, which I wanted. I was also told that they would last for 2 to 3 weeks. They lasted 2 to 3 days. Very disappointed, especially paying $200. So obviously that's very frustrating. And it's very interesting that they were telling them to do hybrid instead of natural.
Not Glam Spa.
No.
Okay, this is like, I didn't know about that one. Oh my God, now you're scaring me. I was
I haven't
got
gone to Glam Spa yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going through like what I'll let you know when it's
okay.
Glam
So this
Spa.
is somewhere else. Okay, go ahead.
And then they responded, we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused to you on your last lash extension service. We have a policy of fixing the lashes when the clients get back in 3 days from the date of service. We are welcome to come back and get your lashes fixed without an extra cost. Customer satisfaction is everything to us. We will be more than pleased to fix your lashes for free. Kindly call us to book an appointment online, and we will take care of you. Looking forward to hearing from you. We truly appreciate your business, and we will do our best to meet your satisfaction. Thanks. For me, my first thought, it was like too wordy. Like, I just felt like it was very like, all we care about is your satisfaction. All we care, like, I don't know. Like, to me, it didn't feel like
on the owner's part.
Yeah, and I just didn't feel like it was
sincere.
Yes, that's the word. Mm-hmm. Did you get that vibe?
I got that vibe too. I feel like she's trying, that she's trying to be like, look, we have a policy, but maybe the person didn't know the policy. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. It's like, when you have that first time client, a new client, lay everything down. Lay all the rules, how to take the aftercare, how to take care of your lashes. Here's my number. You could call me if you have any, problems with your eyelashes. And my policy is, I know it's your first time. If they fall out in a couple of days, please let me know.
Yeah.
And let them know your policies and have a policy. If you don't have any policies, this is a time to have a policy, you know, and some people, I know on our website, we do have policies, but not everybody reads the policy section.
Of course. No, that's like the terms and conditions when you sign your life away.
Yes. Who does that?
Yeah.
So maybe on the clientele form, when they come in, have those forms and add your policies to it. Mm-hmm. I would and say, hey, let us know 3 to 5 days. If those lashes don't stay on, there's a reason. Mm-hmm. And it could be my fault. Things happen.
Yeah. We're human.
We're human. Or it could be, the person didn't know that she wasn't supposed to, go swimming an hour after her eyelash set, or I don't know. I'm just giving some weird scenarios, or you know.
You never know.
You never
For
know.
me, though, with the response, like they didn't talk about, like to me, it was really weird that she said, I was told I had to do the hybrid option, which is clumps of eyelashes instead of the natural option, which I wanted. So my thing would be,
There's no communication there.
yeah, like
There wasn't.
what, like, I'm trying to think of it as, okay. Let's say you wanted a natural look and you're older and you don't have that many eyelashes.
Yeah.
I've suggested, right now I'm really into Y's and stuff like that. But then I would maybe suggest a hybrid because I'm like, I'm not going to get them as full as you think. I can make them look natural.
Yeah.
But you're going to need a hybrid. Otherwise, it's just going to look like a couple of like sticks on there.
Yeah.
Because some people just don't have enough eyelashes.
That's right.
So if I'm the artist and I explain that to them and I'm like, that's why you're going to do a hybrid because you don't have enough lashes to create a nice natural set. But yeah, so it seemed like they just didn't even explain why they did that.
No, she didn't. Yeah, she didn't. And I think that person wanted an explanation because she did pay a lot of money to get something that she didn't really want.
Yeah.
And that's, man, again, communication. People think that this industry is a no-brainer. And I remember Ashley and I were talking, and we were saying how like you have to be strong in this industry to put up with a lot. You really do. Even though like, we'll cry behind the scenes or
all the time.
Yeah, we'll get, upset and we'll take things personally, but it's all about professionalism and just communication. Again, communication and setting your rules.
Take a step back, and I'm a big believer in like put myself in their shoes, like what's going on their end.
Yeah.
Before commenting or any, like how would you feel if you went and got your eyelashes done and they were telling you, no, I can't do that, but you're gonna have to do that, and you don't know why, and you're spending extra money, and then they all fall out. Like I would feel kind of like pushed over and so and not heard. And that's probably why they made the review. They were like,
they weren't heard. Yeah. Get those photos out.
yeah,
Have your clients get the photos out and just have like a little menu and just say, what do you like about this? What do you think about this? Should we do this, that, whatever? Do you want to read the latest one from Glam?
I can in a second. I want to read this like juicy one.
Okay, let's go juicy.
Well, because it's like a fight between the owner and the client, and
Oh boy.
online and on like.
Oof.
So
That's the
let's
worst.
just analyze. Let's see what's going on. Okay. One star. I cannot believe how you are lying so blatantly on your new response. Ma'am, you know I was there 2.5 hours. No way you could do a removal in a full set in 40 minutes. LOL. You lied so much in your response, I almost want to sue you. However, I don't have the time to waste on you or your poor customer service. I really hope the owner sees how you handle things and makes some changes. I provided ample screenshots of our text that confirm my claims.
Oof. Man.
And then the people, please take heed to this review. Every time someone gives a bad review, the manager says we're the liars. Believe us. And then the person responds back, ma'am, you are not being truthful at all. I have text messages as proof. I promise you nothing. You said you would So this was their first review. So this was their updated review. So obviously the problem wasn't solved and there was fighting. So like her next review was, ma'am, you're not being truthful at all. I have text messages as proof. I promise you nothing. You said you would refund me if I deleted all the reviews. I told you that sounds like blackmail and you should have more integrity as a business owner. You told me via text that the tech who worked on me had little experience, which I could tell based on 2.5 hours of working on me. Furthermore, you have said that it would have been longer had you not worked on me too. Again, that demonstrates your lack of integrity, as you or her have never once told me that you worked me at the same time of my service. So is this normal practice for you to just switch texts without informing the client? You kept calling and texting to demand I delete the review. When I stopped answering, then you called from an unknown number.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Oh man, how would I handle that? I
I don't know if you'd let it get to that point.
no, I I honestly wouldn't, and I wouldn't throw it back on the client. Honestly, like if all that was happening and I'm defending people that I know have done wrong, I'm not being honest. And I think the outside world, customers know.
Mm-hmm.
We clearly see it, that there's a fight going on, that there was, who do you believe, right?
Yeah.
And therefore, I wouldn't go to this place because I don't trust the customer and I don't trust the owner.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, because nobody is like, they're just fighting.
Yeah. And it seems
it's
like
not done professionally at all.
no, from the review, it says that, I mean, I didn't scroll through all the other reviews. Next time I'll like dive deep, but she was saying that, you know, every negative review, the owner goes on and says, these people are not being truthful.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I would probably side with the customer because
I would.
And it shouldn't get to that extent either. Like, never tell your client to delete the review.
No, I mean, that's
Unless like the problem got solved and then you're like, can you go back and then, because then they'd be like,
Yes.
yeah, of course, we solved the problem. It's fine.
Yes.
Because a lot of the time people write those reviews to get heard.
Exactly. So what happened to me actually with someone was she put a bad review, and I responded, and then I said, well, let's talk about it. I want to hear your side, and then I'm also going to hear my gal's side too. And I said, I need to play fair. How could we, solve this problem? And she's like, well, if you could talk to her, or, if she needs more practice, more education, blah, 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 blah. We ended up solving the problem, me talking to her, and she took the review down. And she told me, she goes, you know what? I didn't realize that you guys do so much to put these things on. And I apologize for that. I just think she needs more training, and I'm going to take the review down.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, I'm okay with that. And thank you for talking to me. And she did.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, good. It's just
all of that can be avoided.
All that could be avoided
when you listen and hear them out and take their suggestion, even if you believe, like, I know this might sound bad, but like, even if you know in your heart that they're wrong, like they are so wrong, all you can do for your business and is just be like, I'm sorry you feel that way, and I'm gonna try to make it right. And then maybe you're just not the right fit.
Yeah.
And then then it's done and you guys move on. But there's no reason to like just back and forth of you're lying, like,
no, because it does end up looking bad, and potential customers will see that fight and be like, oh God, I don't
want to get involved.
I don't want to get involved in this.
Whether
and
they're
this could
wrong.
happen to me too. So she's not solving the problem. So am I going to waste $200, $300 on a service, and I might not be happy with it? So keep it short, simple, direct, and just figure it out.
And be honest too. Like, I just don't see like why, the person saying, oh, like this was obviously a new person, like be like, yes, they are retraining. I will personally take you and figure it out, or let me observe, or let me like, that's all you
just
need.
go to the owner. Honestly, I got a massage at the Four Seasons in Westlake, and I don't know what happened, but the girl didn't like get my waist down.
Oh.
And it was like an hour. And I was like, wait, something's missing. I paid for a full body massage.
Yeah.
And so I was like, so do I get the other half done? And the girl was like, oh, I don't have time. I have another client. And I was like, okay, that's weird. Because I didn't put
That's very weird.
restrictions on my legs.
Yeah.
It's like,
Maybe she saw something. Like,
no,
no, I'm just kidding.
oh my God, stop.
What's going on, Shani?
No. And so what I did, since she didn't hear me out, I went to the manager and I said, hey, just to let you know, and I'm not saying that I'm not going to pay for my service. I'm not asking for that. But I just want to say, because I own a salon, I think she needs more training. I don't know if she's new, but this is what I got and this is what I didn't get. What do you think? And she was like, oh, well, that's weird. Well, she is new. There you go.
Yeah.
And we solved the problem one-on-one.
Yeah.
We did. And she gave me like $5 off with the massage. And
Only
I was like,
$5?
yeah,
Should
only
we
$5.
get half off? You only had half your
of my
body.
I know, right? But hey, so, I was just making suggestions that she does need more training, and I'm totally fine with paying, but just to put it out there so no one else gets mad, or she doesn't have a situation that she gets, a grumpy person and they just blast her.
Yeah. Well, because you've been on the other side.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah. And just don't get discouraged if you do get a negative review. Like, I remember when I first started out, I was so nervous. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, what if somebody, like, what do I do? But like, they can be solved. And if they can't, like, if the person is just so difficult or what, like, just refund them honestly and move on. Like, just, be like, okay, I understand. Like, you didn't like it, or
For
you
sure.
didn't like,
I think that
the only
would've
thing I can do
solved-
is just,
Yeah. I think that would have solved the back and forth situation with that client.
oh yeah,
Hey, that's something that she should have said was, I am so sorry you feel this way. How about I refund you the full amount? And I guarantee that Yelper would take that down
And
because
even
she
if
got
they
her
don't-
full refund.
yeah. And even if they don't take it down,
It's
your
out there.
customers are seeing
They're seeing the
that
response.
they listened and were like, okay, you
Yeah.
weren't happy, you weren't satisfied. I would still go to a business if I saw that. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, you know what?
Honest.
They just didn't mesh, or
Yeah.
something happened, or maybe that lash artist was having a rough day, or maybe that lash artist couldn't communicate with this client because like they just weren't,
Yeah.
like, who knows what happened. But
Yeah. Who knows?
at the end of the day, you could have just, it's less trouble to refund someone, trust me.
It is. It's
Like-
it's better than the alternative. Whatever. Like, you lost 2 hours, 3 hours of your day. I know that sucks, but just do damage control. Just give them their money back.
and take it as a learning experience.
Yes, take it as a learning experience. Go with it and know that this person, she's not going to go around town calling you different names or saying that you're this and that. She got the refund. I would be happy with that.
Yeah.
I would be really happy, and better than $5 off. I'll tell you that. I would be really thankful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with how did I react with the
The
Yelp-
most recent one?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
do you want to go to the Brittany?
Oh, okay. Go to the latest one is like it's not.
I mean,
a
the
big
latest
deal.
one is just like
It's
us.
meh.
Yeah. Like you doing what you do, but like what we talked about, like just being
Yeah.
honest and open, and like they didn't understand. Like
Here, just read it. Might
Okay.
as well just read it.
they just didn't understand the.
The process.
Yeah.
No, she did not. And she came from a referral, so I don't think she really understood what she was getting into.
Yeah.
I really don't. And I think she thought it was just like an easy application, which I understand. If you don't know the industry, you think that eyelashes will only take an hour or 30 minutes or something. So do you want me to read it?
It's just took a while to load. Okay.
Oh.
Beep, 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 beep.
Through all my reviews.
No, just the Yelp in general. Okay. Is the 3 days ago one?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 hours. Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
I just want to make it more
Go
fun.
ahead, make it more fun.
Okay. And then the girl telling me to not twitch my eyes, which of course is involuntary. And then the lashes fell within 2 weeks.
They do.
They do.
They do.
And so we're not trying to be like,
Duh.
yeah.
The situation, like, well,
No.
duh. Do your research, but
Yeah. So you said, hi, 2 hours for a full set is the usual. 2 weeks should be when you come back for fills. Next time, contact your artist if you have more than average fallout.
bam.
Easy peasy. And I'm
Easy
sure
peasy.
you followed up with the lash artist.
Yes.
And said maybe they should contact her or you got her contact information. And we're like, hey, what's going on? Like, what's,
Yeah. Because I want to help both ends.
Yeah.
I want to help the artist learn how to deal, right, with situations. And I want to make sure the client is heard.
Yeah.
So that I just kept it simple and got to the point and stated facts. No lies.
Yeah. No,
There's
you
no
weren't.
reason to lie about anything.
And it wasn't mean. It
No,
wasn't like,
it wasn't
well,
mean.
2 weeks, that's duh. Like, like that's when you get
Yes.
your fill. Like you were just explaining like, oh no, like 2 hours
This
is
is
actually
normal.
normal. And like you said, she came from somewhere else and we were talking about it on the car ride over.
Yes.
And we were brainstorming. We're like, she came from a different place. And maybe this person used pre-mades. Maybe this person,
It took her less time because she had pre-mades on. And, we do everything by hand at Glam Spa. So we're artists. We're not just picking up eyelash and just it's already made.
Yeah.
We create them. And that takes time. And a lot of people don't understand that.
And so when you're coming from somewhere else, like the way they do their business isn't the same as we did ours. So it's just giving grace to both sides. And for me too, like I'm pretty, like I feel like fast with like natural sets, or even if I was doing pre-mades on someone, it's going to take me 2 hours
I know.
because I'm getting to know your lash line. I'm getting to, whenever it's a new person, it's going to take me way longer.
Yeah,
now,
that's
when I
right.
have like someone who like lost all their lashes, but I know them pretty, like I know exactly what I'm going to do on them. I know, like I don't have to talk to them before and like figure out how to tape their eyes or what eye pads to use or all of those factors go into that first session. So
There's a lot.
yeah,
There's
like
a lot
it's
to
not even
cover.
just like how long you're lashing. There's all those different things like,
Are you allergic to pads? Are you, are you sensitive to certain glues? Are you,
so, and then with the eye twitching too, like reading the review as someone that knows the lash artist, I'm like, she made like the review kind of made it sound like she was saying like, don't twitch your eyes or something like that. I'm like, I don't think she said that. She was like, it's a little difficult for me right now because your eyes are twitching.
Relax.
Which
we
happens.
always say. We're like, I tell my clients too, like, oh my gosh, your eyes are twitching so much. And I'll laugh about it. I'm like, oh, you had coffee before you came, didn't you? And then they'll say, yes, I'm sorry. But yeah, she did kind of make it sound like that.
Yeah,
but I know the person and she wouldn't be like, you gotta stop twitching your eyes.
Yeah, she wasn't blaming you for her not lashing fast enough. She was just saying like, oh, I'm just having a little more difficult time. Like, imagine, guys, like, come on, like we're people, but imagine you're like trying to lash something that's continuing. So you're isolating, right?
Yeah.
And their eye is kind of like fluttering. And you go and you get the lash to put on that one and you're isolating it. And they're moving and you're trying to just get that on there securely. And then
it's not easy.
Yeah.
Not
and
easy.
the fact that they did last 2 weeks, I thought she was going to say 2 days.
I know. I was like,
I was shocked
2
when I
weeks,
read
that's
that part.
amazing. Just saying.
But
saying.
But if you're used to having them last 3 weeks or a month,
which I have a few clients that do.
I do too, but
that's a lot of work for me.
And it didn't start that way either.
Yeah.
Because we just worked on retention in the sense of like not touching them, not doing this, not doing that. Like, and once I learned their lash line and how they do react during like a session, like I know that I have to be like extra like hold it there because they are always like moving around.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
how did you feel when you saw that review though at first?
I felt bad. I felt really bad for my stylist. I really did, because I know her and I know she wouldn't be like, stop moving your eyes. She wouldn't talk like that. She was trying her best to cater.
Yeah.
I know. Like, she showed me the tray. She like removed, basically, it looked like almost a full set of eyelashes.
Yeah.
Just to make her feel even better about the situation. She took the time to design it the way that she wanted it.
Yeah.
And the woman still was like, oh my God, it took 2 hours. Well, you didn't like what she gave you, so she did take the extra time to make it the way that you wanted it to.
Yeah. We're not magicians.
No, it just doesn't go away with a snap of, a finger and, poof, you get what you want. No, it takes time. So,
and not putting all the blame on the client either.
No,
like,
absolutely
so now
not.
Ashley, like, hey, like when you are getting a new client, maybe like sit them down beforehand and just be like, okay, this is going to take about, 2 hours. Like just remind them, because whether they are never got a full set done in that amount of time or whatnot, or, I always explain, like people always ask me, how long do you think it's going to take when they're setting up an appointment? And I always say, I give myself 2 hours blocked out. I might be done sooner than that. I might not. But I like to just give myself and the client that much time. So if we do need to go back in and kind of tweak them, if we do need to do that, like.
You learned so much from me.
Gold star.
Yes. Dixie got a gold star. I'm so proud of you.
But yeah.
But it's a lot of talking, a lot of details. And, I just love what I do. I have a passion for it. And I know that my girls do as well. And we have such a passionate group of women that I know they don't mean harm. And I know their personalities. I know they're trying their best. But when you do have that review, you got to listen to both sides and just, try to settle it. We did have a Brittany. I don't know if the Brittany.
We'll go over that one, I think, the next reviews.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
But what was I going to say? Boop, flutter away.
Yes, we will share more next time, and we'll read more. I think this is a very important, and it doesn't have to be with Yelp. Like, it can be like an in-person or a texting thing between you and your client.
Or how would you handle this person, like, talking to me, or like what they're saying, or like I went through having someone threaten me, and when I was first lashing, like, I'm gonna sue you because you ruined my vacation, and like all that. Like,
Dixie got so upset. I got so upset. I was like, ooh.
I got in a car accident because of it.
She got in a car accident because of
it. I was crying. I was like, I'm gonna get sued. I'm so young.
Then I was out of town. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, we just reopened from COVID. And this woman wants to sue me. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And we were both gone. Anaya, she, a gal that we used to work with us, she ended up removing this woman's eyelashes. And she's like, I'm going to sue
just bad-mouthing me the whole time.
Bad-mouthing. And the whole time, Anaya handled it so well.
She was amazing.
She was amazing.
She was younger than me. Like, and she was
just laughed. She was laughing. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, you can talk to the owner about that. I'm just working here.
Because in all honesty, like, we did everything right on our end. Like, she had previously gotten allergic reactions to glues. And she told me up front, and I said, well, I'm willing to put some lashes on you. Do you want to do a trial? Do you want to see if you'll have a reaction? And she was like, no, just do it. And I used sensitive glue. I did everything. And she had an allergic reaction, which she's had before.
Yeah.
And we signed paperwork and all, like, technically she couldn't sue, but like, it's still scary to
scary.
go through that and like feel that. And like, yeah.
Yeah. Cause you start thinking like, you know, like, oh my God, like what's going to happen to my business? And nobody wants that feeling. It's the most icky feeling. You know, it's the most icky feeling. And, you know, we're just here to help try to avoid all of this. And, you know.
Yeah. So just talk to your clients like we suggested and all about communication, because it's just going to save you in the long run. It's just preventative methods. Perfect.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, guys. So you can find us on Spotify,
TikTok,
Instagram,
Apple Podcasts.
yes.
Not Just Lashes podcast, YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, let us know.
Comment. Don't be shy.
What's going on with your business?
Yeah,
like, are we the
come
only
on.
ones getting these clients?
Yes.
No.
No.
Let's
Come on.
talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Bye.
All right, bye.